Do you think the troops see this? Do you think they understand what's going on? Do you think your troops in Afghanistan or in the Iowa National Guard or all the other military members that we've gotten to know through our positions on the armed services, do you think they see what's happening, and how do you think that impacts morale?
Thank you. Yes, of course they pay attention. They see what's going on in the United States Senate. We track this. I tracked this when I was a young captain serving in Kuwait and Iraq. We track this because it's so important that we have the funding necessary for our personnel, just basic funding of our human resource obligation to the United States Armed Forces. Our personnel, we have to have funding to update our equipment, and we have to have the funding for the training necessary so that our men and women are ready and able to forward deploy. And even when they're forward deployed, Iraq, Afghanistan, you name it, they pay attention. It is vitally important that what we do here today is vote on the DoD appropriations bill. We have to stop this filibuster. Our troops are paying attention. Their families are paying attention. Their families here in the United States want to know that the United States Senate is doing the right thing by protecting our military, making sure that we have the troops necessary, the equipment necessary, the training necessary to make sure that when they forward deploy, that they come home safe again. That's number one, making sure that they are properly trained, equipped, and manned so that they come home safe. So yes, Senator Sullivan, they do pay attention. So as we're standing here debating the importance of this appropriations bill, we have almost 10,000 troops serving today, right now, in Afghanistan. We have almost 5,000 troops in Iraq, and our special operators are deployed throughout the world, protecting our nation. And just last week, I had the opportunity to visit a hospital and see one of those special operators. And I'm going to come back to that special operator in just a second. Now, I stated before, the world is imploding, and we only have to look at the headlines over the last several days to see what a risk our globe is in. North Korea test fires a ballistic missile from a submarine on July 9th. The Chinese Navy holds a live fire drill in the South China Sea, even after the International Court has ruled against their claims in the region. Iran, who is now, oddly enough, being fueled by taxpayer dollars after the horrific nuclear deal our administration entered in, they drove their boats dangerously close to ours once again, came dangerously close to American ships. And U.S. intelligence reports come forward saying ISIS is adapting to our current efforts. These are the things, folks, that keep me up at night. These are the things that keep many of us up at night. But what lets us rest a little more at ease is knowing that we have the airmen, the Marines, the soldiers, those sailors that are forward deployed or guarding our homeland. That's what puts my mind at rest, is knowing that we have these brave men and women doing their job for us. They are not failing us. So back to this special operator that I visited in the hospital last week. This young man had been shot 4 times, forward deployed into a theater in the Middle East. 4 times, 2 weeks ago. When I came into his hospital room, he was standing up. He was pretty proud to show me his wounds. Standing up, shot 4 times, special operator. But what he didn't bemoan was the fact that he had been injured severely. What he was bemoaning to me is the fact that he was not with his unit. And he said, "Ma'am, I have no idea how long it's going to take me to heal, but I am ready to go back and serve with my unit. I am ready to go back." These are the men and women that we need to be funding, folks. They are our defense, our national defense. So I'm asking that the filibuster end and we take a vote on the DoD appropriations bill. And I know we'd like to hear a little more from my colleagues. Again, I want to thank them for coming to the floor. Senator from Montana, the senator from North Carolina, and thank you, Senator from Alaska, for leading us in this discussion today. I'll yield the floor to the senator from Montana.